Hello everyone, welcome back. Hello, I'm Chef JT, happy to see you. Welcome in. What are you doing, Bob? Anyway. Much better. There we go. You'll notice that there's a face across the way from here. I don't have audio sources in this, but you'll note that there's a face across the way. There's two black parts there. There's one over OBS, and there's one over the my smiley face. I don't know where over here my smiley face is, but there's a smiley face over here that I'm blocking too, that's supposed to catch my eye and more draw my eye to the main camera rather than. And so stove camera got bumped a little bit, and black box was not in the right place anymore, and so it was seeing a face. Anyways, hello everyone. Happy Monday to all of you. Hopefully you've had a great start to your week. Let's make some coffee before we get into doing some spooky Halloween foods. We're going to be frying some chicken wings tonight. We're going to be making meatballs. We're going to make jalapeno poppers. So like an appetizers for dinner night. Except our wings tonight, we're going to be coating in a black sauce. I'm leaning towards doing actually two sauces. Regardless, we're going to toss them in a black sauce so they look like bat wings rather than chicken wings. The meatballs are hopefully going to turn out better than yesterday's focaccia. We're going to be doing mozzarella eyeballs again, but we're going to be wrapping them in beef. Or wrapping them in pork. And lastly, we're going to be making jalapeno poppers and wrapping them in a simple dough so that they look like mummies, and baking those rather than frying those. I don't have any more breadcrumbs even if I wanted to. that working now? Good. Good. Fixed it during the opening scene. Why aren't you following me, camera? You should be following me. Let's make sure our cameras are not out of focus too. Oh hey, you actually remembered it and I shut you down last night. That's weird. And you remembered it too. It's of course just because I bothered to check before I noticed it irritating me. Hey Splits! Oh, I've got plans for weeks, Splits. Gotta check out the calendar. Hey, they can see me. I don't know how to take that statement. Hi, Nanometer. Welcome in, everyone. Appreciate you joining me. Let's have some Halloween fun. Cheers. Okay, what do we start with? I think we're going to be making a simple dough here to start. Yep. Cup of flour. Hi, Dragon. Half cup of water. Salt. Mix. It's not that I didn't like your bento box ideas, it's that you were giving me a smorgasbord of food for a bento box. I think most customers would be fine with just a ramen course. They don't need the sushi platter, the 3-roll sushi roll platter, tonkatsu, ramen. A little too sticky. So I'm adding a bunch of flour. Oh, and some probably. I feel like the day is sort of just starting at the same time. I mean, I've had a full day. Did you move again, camera? What is this? That's blocking that. That's blocking that. What face are you seeing? I don't know. Anyways, I sort of feel like the day sort of... I mean, I've been up and doing things, but like I haven't left the house today. I had all the stuff ahead of time for today. Oh, hey. Maybe you would have liked to have seen me kneading that and putting that together, wouldn't you? My bad. So we get ourselves a nice ball of dough there. Doll bowl of words. Anyways, so we got our dough for wrapping our mummies. We'll let that rest, and we're gonna roll this out really nice and thin. Slice it into, and treat it almost like pasta. I could actually even run it through the pasta machine. Give a rinse up of the bowl here. We'll keep using it to let it rest. So we'll get all the dough stuck off of the inside of it off. I lied, I'm going to use a dry bowl to let the dough rest. Next thing, we need our filling for our jalapeno poppers. Use up the last of these blue cheese olives I've got here. We're going to do olives, sour cream, and cheddar. Blue cheese, olives, and cheddar. Although I don't expect the blue cheese in these olives to be very blue or very melty. I can almost just blend these. We'll dice them. The problem I'm finding with Costco, I've been doing Costco stuff a little bit lately, I was looking at their olives the other day, and they have a giant can of olives, which, awesome, they're nice pimento olives, but they're ginormous olives. Ginormous! Like, they're bigger than these guys. And I don't know what I would ever want to use them for. Like, they're even bigger than I would want to put them on, like, a garde platter. And that's sort of like the thing across the board. Their lack of diversity in products for their stuff is just... And some of the products that they choose as their own, like I said, are just... Why? Like, the tomatoes that they use, they're just like... I think they're using Hunt's tomatoes. I can't stand cooking with them. Like, they do not break down. I mean, I can understand some of the stuff being in bulk packages too large than I would want to buy as an individual, especially with most people buying for families. It's just... I will say it was a much nicer day out today, even though I didn't leave the house. Like... Sonoma County called an end of the season for the year. Although I'm certain there's some fire somewhere. Like, it's a matter. You shouldn't ask if there's any wildfires. You should ask if there's any wildfires near populations. Let me see if I can pull up something real quick for you. I had this linked somewhere, but nope, that's what it was. I wanted that one back there. I gotta make sure things are set up on this. Let's see here. I want to show web and not Discord. This is the current state of wildfires in US and Canada territory. There's pretty much always wildfires. And the red dots are the smaller ones that are only like an acre or something like that. I forget what. They're 1 kilometer. So the fires that only reached 1 kilometer in size are the dots. The flame ones are the big ones. We've been getting rain here in Sonoma County, like it was raining here just the other day. And so that pretty much quashes that. But usually this time of year, like, this is like, if it's not raining yet, this is like prime time, like, because once our rainy season starts, it's fine. But we'll have had basically from like May on without any rain at all until November-ish, October, November-ish. And once you get the rain, we're fine. But before you get the rain, you've had the entire year of it being dry and some of the biggest winds of the year that we get. Of course, I also shouldn't be worrying about them too much here in Sonoma either right now, because we've had a rash of them. And the general sort of plan, once you learn how wildfires work and all of that, they're generally about a once in a 20-year cycle for the places that get them regularly, because you need buildup of growth on the forest floors and dead timber. You know, you need enough stuff to have grown and died to have a new fire, or fuel for a new fire. Well, we had the Tubbs fire about, what is it, 5 years ago? 7 years ago? That big one that everyone was talking about before Hawaii and before LA and before Paradise. There's a news article on the Tubbs fire that the New York Times that shows where it grew and how fast it went. Like, it started at like 1, 2 in the morning, and by morning it had traveled from the edges of Napa, like, crossed half of the county. Like, the real thing with wildfires isn't... We can handle them once we know where they are. It's getting the resources to them in time before they do major damage to population areas. Or in the cases of LA, you don't have something that's so built up that the fire extinguishers don't work because they can't pump enough water possibly to handle all of that going on, because they're designed for people to use in their homes. They're not designed to fight giant fires. Jalapenos. I'm gonna do 3 of these and save the other 2 for something else. I don't need more than 6 jalapeno poppers. Used. I lied. Wasn't the last use of it. We're going to use it again tonight. I did just combine some fresher oil with it, though, last time, so it's not super mortar oil. It's lightweight. Executive decision. I'm adding some onion. Excuse me. I'm wide-eyed now. Wow. Uh. That's a pretty big onion. What size are you? You're a little bit smaller. Let's use you instead. Not sure what set off the sinus is probably a jalapeno. Hey, Zeeks. You're here just in time for my sinuses to go insane. I think it's the, yeah, I think it's the jalapenos are driving my nose nuts. This is gonna be for the meatballs. Yeah, as is this. I was debating on the sauce, and I'm still not sold. Like, I'm dithering back and forth between honey mustard and Frank's. Maybe Frank's and butter. In either case, it's going to be mixed with a bit of charcoal to turn it black. And do a second wipe down on this board because that board wipe down helped me immensely. Are you not a fan? I'm gonna throw these in the freezer to set up a little bit, just so that they're easier to wrap. I don't really expect them to get frozen, I just hope them to get a little bit more solid. Meatballs! Ground pork. Egg. I forgot I put a treat for myself in the refrigerator. I missed my treat. By treat, I mean a drink. San Pellegrino. Let's see here. Seasonings. Garlic powder. Hi, Cosmic. Ginger. Cayenne. Smoked paprika. So that is going to be our meatball mixture for our meatball eyes. We've got ground pork. We've got box grater shredded onion and half an onion, an egg, and seasonings. So a little garlic flavor in there. Trying to break up the pork meat a bit. Salt, pepper. And the other salt. I just realized something. Let's see. Oh, lovely. I'm sorry, chat, but we're going to send you to ads because my spot isn't working right tonight. Well, I wanted to send you to ads. I guess we'll do it the old school Twitch way. MSG. I forgot the pepper. I pulled the pepper over here and didn't use it. Yeah, Bot, you're irritating me tonight. This seems a little wet. I think we're okay, though. What can we throw in there? Oh, that can work. Throw a little potato flake in there. Awesome, it's soaking up moisture. Okay, we're gonna let that sit for a little bit. We're gonna return to this. We're gonna get our dough going a bit better. I'm going to actually roll this through a pasta roller, I think. We're gonna add some flour to the party still. It's still way too wet. I just put you away. It's almost like I'm making pasta again.
Yeah, sticky.
Okay, so now we got all of our pasta done up. Let's do some wrapping. I'm gonna eat some eyeballs first. Need to make a couple eyeballs. Darn it, there's all this not pasta in the way. Only need a couple of them. How come I keep getting empty olives? Okay, that's probably enough. And just take a layer of this and just start wrapping and hoping that our fillings are well enough in here that we're not risking anything by doing something as crazy as this. Just like that. Filling stayed right in there. A little ugly, but we can go with that. That's a good starter, I think. That's our first ugly pancake. Why you no follow me, camera? You're supposed to follow me, camera. No, we're making jalapeno poppers. But my first one was ugly. Just like the first pancake always is. That's what I was saying. Let's get a pan and parchment for these. And get the oven preheating. Jalapeno number 2. You don't remember that comedian with the jalapeno on the stick? What happened to that dude? I think he's cute. No, the mozzarella's in the eyeballs tonight. They're the eyeballs last night too, but... Trying to show chat and do this at the same time with it being something I sort of have to hang off of the table is rather difficult. Once they toast up, hopefully we get the little lines showing up a bit better than they are right now. Look a little bit more like individual bandages. Nope, that's all trash. It's okay, we don't need it anymore anyways at this point. We're doing good with the dough/pasta. Okay, last one of the jalapeno poppers we're wrapping up here. Actually, can we do this way for the last one? See if this works. Okay, those are prepped. on to meatballs. Coffee's cold. Done with the coffee. Time for my planned treat that I had. Hey, Muskeg. Eggs. Or, eyeballs. We needs eyeballs. I also should let our chicken start breathing. Okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna have one more meatball than I planned for. Yep. Actually gonna have 2 more than I planned, but I have room for it in this pan. So we got meatball eyes. Why, thank you, Split. I think it's time for a little bit of a cleanup while we're waiting on oil to heat up. Oh, dad joke. That might have been worse than the fans joke. Like, that joke belongs in the Cameron Diaz era. That joke was clueless. Oh, hey, you're hot now. You're dry now. Nope, those are gone too now. They got all sorts of meat juice in them. Hi there. How's your Monday going? Feeling self-conscious about not shaving for tonight's stream. Actually, while you're nice and warm, Frank's in the hot pan. Couple shakes of Tabasco for good measure. And butter, minus the foil. We want to emulsify that butter in there as much as we can. Keep it from breaking. Keep the sauce all together. So we get that beautiful, almost orange color compared to the red Franks. Now we'll take that beautifully orange mixture, add it into here. He's not going to be orange anymore. So we got Frank sauce with charcoal added in. Tastes like Frank's. I'm gonna throw the meatballs in, or eyeballs in the oven. Start searing. Okay, thinking through things here, I want to give the meatballs a good 20 minutes in the oven. I want to get those started, get those searing. We're going to throw these in there after that, and those are going to, I anticipate these to take about 20 minutes. And we'll start our wings at that time too. So I think I am going to AFK here for a little less than 20 minutes while we wait on those meatballs to do a little bit of bacon. The question is, do we do ads Old school infomercial or just a timer and music? I'm going to take that as an ad break. I will see all of you folks back here in a little less than 20 minutes.
Off into space. Man, that takes real teamwork. And here's a team of junior spacemen with an out-of-this-world breakfast that teams up V8 juice and Cheerios for flavor and energy. What a treat! A flavorful glassful of refreshing V8 juice and Cheerios with power protein, plus vitamin B1 for Go Power. And now, here's a special out-of-this-world free offer. This Moon Rocket Kit, both a toy and an exciting game. First, blast off. It separates in midair and lands 2 spacemen on a moon map. You get this wonderful game only through this free offer. Send your name and address and 1 V8 label plus 1 box top from these specially marked packages of Cheerios, Kix, or Frostios to Moon Rocket Kit, Mount Vernon 10, New York. Get Campbell's V8 cocktail vegetable juice with any one of these Big G cereals.
What? Keeping the coffee in the icebox?
Yes, Mr. Jones, it's a new kind of coffee, roasted by a new secret process. Hence, this new none such coffee has a different flavor, a flavor preserved by vacuum packing, the flavor retained by refrigeration after the jar has been opened. Just taste it. You can't miss that delicate aroma, that clean, mellow taste. Yes, in cooking, the way to a man's heart is most of all through the coffee pot. In every jar, you'll find 3 special pointers, valuable in all methods of making coffee. Try new none such coffee now. Use half the jar. If not 100% satisfied, get all your money back from your grocer without argument. Special for movie week, only 28 cents a pound, plus 3 cents refundable deposit on the jar.
Well, no wonder my laundry bill is so high. All those napkins last week.
Doeskin.
What?
You should use Doeskin dinner napkins.
Paper napkins? Oh, no.
I don't mean thin little paper napkins, but Doeskin dinner napkins. You'll love them.
Everybody loves Doeskin dinner napkins. These soft linen-like napkins are 2-ply in smart formal fold, in white and in beautiful pastel colors. And Doeskin dinner napkins are big. They cover your whole lap, and they stay put. What's more, they last throughout the meal, and they leave no lint.
But they are nice. And they would save my linen.
They save you money, too. Doeskin dinner napkins cost only 49 cents for 5 dozen. That's a fraction of a penny apiece.
All right, Dottie.
You'll find Doeskin dinner napkins, Doeskin facial tissues, and other Doeskin products at your favorite grocery, supermarket, department store, or drugstore. Look for the brown dispenser box.
Doeskin.
Here's an amazing free offer for everyone who's overweight. Even if you've tried other methods and failed, you can still lose ugly fat fast. Yes, thousands can tell you that calometric control is the only safe, sure, effective way to reduce. Now, this package contains the Wonder 10-Day Diet that gives you 3 delicious meals a day, plus a bedtime snack, even includes a jog for your willpower. Yet you take only 3 calometric tablets a day. And here's the sensational free offer. A 30-day supply of wonderful calometric tablets. A certified $3.50 value when you buy the regular calometric way to weight control. You save $3.50. Now, that's a $7 value for only $3.50. A 50% saving. And how can you get your free bottle of calometric tablets? Well, just send in this calorimetric box top with your name and address. Your druggist will give you a postage-paid envelope already addressed to the calorimetric company. Now, don't lose hope, lose weight. Get calorimetric reducing formula at your drugstore. Send the box top in the free postage-paid envelope. Get your $3.50 bottle of calorimetric tablets free. Don't wait, act now.
When you have a Labatt's, you have an adventure. Canadian Light, that's Labatt's. It's a great new taste in beer. Enjoy import quality at USA prices. Have an adventure. Have a Labatt's.
Hello, may I come in? I am Chef Boyardee. Perhaps you have seen my picture on Chef Boyardee products at your grocer's. Today I want to tell you about a wonderful dinner for three. A dinner that only costs about 15 cents a serving. It's my own Chef Boyardee spaghetti dinner with meat sauce or mushroom sauce. It all comes in one carton. A full half pound of tender, quick cooking spaghetti, 10 full ounces of rich, tasty sauce, and to top it off, a whole can of zippy grated cheese. A wonderful food. So ask your grocer for Chef Boyardee spaghetti dinner with meat or mushroom sauce, won't you? And look for other Chef Boyardee's products. They're also delicious, they're also nourishing, and they help keep the cost of your meals down. Chef Boyardee's products are at best grocers.
Ask for Chef Boyardee's spaghetti dinner. Only about 15 cents a serving.
Now, at your favorite grocery store, the most amazing food wrap ever developed, Saran Wrap.
Have you tried Saran Wrap? It really is amazing. Saran Wrap is crystal clear plastic. It keeps everything you wrap in plain sight. And look, Saran Wrap clings like magic. It makes a neat package of anything you wrap, without strings or tape or rubber bands. Food stay fresh far longer and tastes better, too, because the flavor is locked in. Now you can prepare sandwiches for picnics and lunch boxes ahead of time and be sure they'll stay fresh and tasty. You see, Saran Wrap is a wonderful time saver as well as a food saver. Prove it in your own kitchen. Buy a roll of Saran Wrap today and you won't be without it again.
Get Saran Wrap at your grocer's. Saran Wrap is a product of the Dow Chemical Company.
Everybody needs energy-packed Sunbeam bread. Yes, it's all aboard for fun in the park, but Junior hasn't got energy enough for fun. He'd sure like to ride that horse. Hey, what's this? An energy-packed Sunbeam sandwich. You bet every delicious slice of Sunbeam bread sure does pack a big energy wallop. There's nothing like Sunbeam Energy to help you stay on the beam. Now, look at them go. On Sunbeam Energy, they sure do enjoy life. Everybody needs the kind of real zip and zing pep that delicious Sunbeam bread gives you. Yes, stay on the beam with energy-packed Sunbeam bread. All day long, eat Sunbeam bread and renew energy as you burn it up. Eat delicious Sunbeam bread.
Better buy Bird's Eye. Better buy Bird's Eye.
Yes, always look for this Bird's Eye Bird, your guarantee of top quality frozen food. And your big Bird's Eye buy this week is Bird's Eye Orange Juice. Easy, you can serve it in a minute. Thrifty, it will save you money. Orchard fresh and delicious.
Better buy Bird's Eye. Better buy Bird's Eye.
Now, class, Mr. Tiger will show us how Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes cereal starts out.
Is the flake field?
It's a cornfield. Kellogg's toast corn into golden flakes and adds a secret frosting. Helps keep them extra crunchy and delicious. It's part of your good breakfast and tastes.
I know. Great! Sit down to breakfast with Tony, and you'll discover why it's great.
Mr. Tiger, you're wonderful.
Oh, shucks.
And now, from the popular comic strip Peanuts, here are Charlie Brown and his friend.
Why, thank you, Charlie Brown. Thank you, Charlie Brown.
What's the occasion? Has Charlie Brown had another baby sister?
No, Ford has new economy twins, so he's passing out chocolate cigars to everyone.
Everyone?
Yes, everyone.
You bet your boots, everyone. 'Cause it's just like they said. We've got something big to celebrate. And here it is, Ford's Economy Twins for 1960. The economy choice of a lifetime. Oh, I'll bet you've never seen a prettier twosome than this. There's the new size Ford, the Falcon. And next to it, the large economy size Ford, the Fairlane 500. You know, the 60 Fords were featured in the recent issue of Vogue magazine. And when you run your eyes over the elegant good looks of this Fairlane 500, it's sure easy to see why Vogue says Ford means a fashion success. And all this all-new beauty is yours for an all-new price. That's right. This roomier, more luxurious Fairlane 500 is actually priced a whopping $142 less than last year. And as for this pretty Falcon over here, well, just wait till you check its price sticker. It's America's lowest priced six-passenger car. In fact, it's priced up to $124 less than the other compact cars. Look 'em over in your Ford dealer showroom. Two new Fords, two wonderful new ways to go the finest. Ford's Economy Twins for 1960.
Right alone, the San Francisco treat. Right alone, everybody's got the beat. Started out where cable cars play this song. Now tried at home before very long. Right alone, the San Francisco treat.
From San Francisco, famous for food, comes Rice-A-Roni, the exciting new side dish. Here at last is a welcome change, a change from potatoes. Now you can serve Rice-A-Roni, a delicious side dish with meat, chicken, or fish. And you make Rice-A-Roni in minutes. Everything's right in the box. A packet of soup base, rice, and vermicelli that you brown in butter. Add the special herb-flavored broth, and in minutes, Rice-A-Roni. Fluffy, fragrant. A wonderful change from potatoes.
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
It's the newest, most exciting sound in town. It's a General Electric blender that's going around. Completely new from base to lid. Take it apart, see what they did. The non-skid base is the lowest you'll ever see.
The decanter has a 36-ounce blending capacity.
The non-spill lid is really smart. For blending convenience, it comes apart. Add additional ingredients, if you will. Look, no splash, see no spill. Put them all together and you know it's true. The General Electric blender is best for you. If you want to know another reason why,
It's only 10 1/2 inches high.
stores easily on the counter or on a shelf. There's 1,000 things you can make yourself.
Make party spreads,
Great cabbage heads. Blend the meatloaf for a family of 8. Make ice-cold drinks you'll appreciate. Now's the time for you to buy the General Electric blender.
Did he say only 10 1/2 inches high?
Say, do you remember this old milk glass satin hen? Well, you know, milk glass was an early American favorite. And when the folks in the old days wanted something really delightful, they'd take one of their milk glass goblets and pour some very fine wine right into it. Well, now, you know, it's Welch's wine that is keeping this wonderful tradition alive. A real wine for folks who really want the best. Yes, today's answer to this age-old family tradition is Welch's family wine, the answer to warm hospitality and really gracious living, and the wine that so many Americans enjoy these wintry days. You know, there is very good reason for this ever-increasing popularity of Welch's wine. Now, you folks know that all sweet Concord kosher wines are made from grape juice. And everybody knows who has been making the very finest grape juice for the past 85 years. Welch's, of course. And the only kosher wine made from Welch's grape juice is naturally Welch's kosher wine. Now, when you want the best in grape juice, you buy Welch's. So Doesn't it make sense, then, if you want the best and most delicious kosher wine, you insist on Welch's Family Wine? You get several bottles tomorrow. Try the half-gallon size. You enjoy the wine of all occasions. That's right, when it comes to wine, you'll do well to insist on Welch's.
If you're still watching television on a small screen set, you're missing a lot. Here, for example, is a close-up on a 10-inch set. See how much smaller it is than my head? Now I'd like to show you the same close-up on a 21-inch set. There. Just look at the difference. She's as big as I am now. You can have big screen close-ups just like that. Close-ups as large as life with RCA Victor's great new 21-inch model, the Master 21, at the lowest 21-inch price in RCA Victor history, as little as $199.95. Visit your RCA Victor dealer soon. See television's greatest value, the Master 21, big screen 21-inch quality TV for $199.95. And remember, every year...
Welcome back from our little AFK there. We got oil getting close to temp here for frying. We want to be 350 plus for chicken wings. Got another 2 minutes on the oven before I'm going to throw in the jalapeno poppers. Sauce still looks good. Black. I guess I shouldn't have worried so much about keeping it perfectly emulsified if I was just going to turn it all black. But anyways. Alright, I'm throwing them in a minute early. Ooh, we got at least one meatball that lost its cheese. All of them are melted and sitting there like pools of white goo in the center of the meatballs, but one of them is spilled out into the pan. See how we're doing with temp over here. 318. I actually want this to be closer to 375 since we're just doing it in a single pan. paper towel for catching our wings as they come out of the oil. Just about everywhere I've worked, we've gone just straight from the oil to the sauce, but I'm gonna waste some paper towels. Come on. Eat up. Almost 340. If you're doing them in a big fryer with a ton of oil, you know, like you got a proper deep fryer, you don't need to go to 375 like I'm going to now. It's just because I'm using such a small amount of oil compared to the amount of chicken I'm doing. I'm going higher with my temp, knowing that it's going to be dropped down by putting the chicken in there. Well, we've made it to 350. Who's looking forward to Halloween? Who's got a party this week? File that question. There are things I should have said in the first 15 minutes of stream. I was hoping we were going to be putting the wings in about now. We still got another 10 so degrees to go on the oil. But we got 15 minutes left on the stuff in the oven. Okay, going in with our chicken wings. You'd be frying. So you've lost quite a bit of temp throwing those in there. Ooh. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Thank you for that raid, Earth Toast. Thank you so much for that. What are we all doing today? Where are we coming from? Hello, I'm Chef JT. I cook here on Twitch 4 nights a week. We're doing Halloween foods tonight. I'm currently making bat wings. My camera follows me, and I've got a script that, oh hey, no hands. Hi there, how we doing? I am frying chicken wings over here, and we're gonna coat these in that black sauce that's on the cutting board over there. This is Frank's hot sauce, but I added some charcoal to it, some food grade charcoal. Let me see if I can't pull up the GitHub on the project. Batwing shaped chicken nuggets for dinner. So it's sort of the same thing I'm doing. That's the GitHub on the face detection camera swap. It's a Python script that works separate from OBS. It uses WebSocket to Ooh, our chicken's about there. I'm going to give it a little bit longer. Time-wise, we should be there, but I want a little more color than that, and we dropped the temp quite a bit down with these. And while I'm thinking of it, let's go over here to the Discord. Make sure I've got the Discord selected here properly. I don't. There we go. We're going to close up the ingredient challenge battle for tomorrow. And say that Granny Applesmith's win for the challenge on Wednesday. Sorry, misspoke. Wednesday. So Wednesday's dinner, I stream 4 times a night, 4:30 Pacific. We're going to be doing dinner and dessert using Granny Smith apples in some form as an ingredient. These are on the edge. I want a little more color, though. Like, they look like they're pretty much there, but a little more. Camera is just a PTZ camera. You gotta buy one of those. There's multiple companies out there that make those. PTZ pan tilt zoom. Now that still doesn't feel... I'm going to put those back in there a little bit longer. Charcoal's just making this sauce thicker and thicker as we wait. It's just... Alright, I'm gonna go with that now. Heat off on the oil, leave that in there to hopefully dissipate some of the heat. We'll swap over here to cutting board and toss them in the sauce. Again, this is straight up Frank's. I did Frank's Red Hot with butter emulsion. The only reason that is black is because of the charcoal. I am going to stir these around a little bit more. Try and get them on the right sides to get coated without having to flip them as much. Because I don't want to spread charcoal all over my house. This sauce tastes no different than normal Frank's. The only thing I will say is that if you're on any medications or stuff like that, be careful with charcoal. How am I plating things tonight? Let's go with that. Now we got the other stuff coming out of the oven. How we looking here? Those could probably use a little more time than I thought. Those are okay, though. Ooh, those turned into, that didn't turn out too well. This looks like it's going to be delicious. That's besides the point that it no longer looks like a bunch of eyeballs. Nope, we're going to give those another couple minutes. Tempted to broil those. Yeah, like I said, they look delicious. It's just they don't look spooky anymore. Oh, hush. You know how you make eyeballs and make them actually last? You buy candy eyeballs. Or you don't cook the mozzarella. That could work too. See if I can't get an angle on this that looks... not horrid. But yeah, I'm not batting too high on making eyeballs so far this week. We've had... two failures on eyeballs now. We're giving those jalapeno poppers another couple of minutes. They're mummy jalapeno poppers. They didn't have nearly enough color that I wanted on them. They're starting to get color. Nope, they're not going to get them any quicker by me doing that. We're going to switch over to broiling them. Thank you, Sebastian. Shouldn't take too long with the broiler on. Maybe 2-3 more minutes. I don't know what I did with them either. I used to have a bunch of candy eyeballs. Maybe they're in my, they're probably in my decoration kit stuff. I say kit, I mean my Tupperware box of baking, decorating stuff. Sure hope this pan doesn't get hot anytime soon. I messed that one up. I almost messed this one up. These are olive, cheddar, or they're blue cheese stuffed olive, cheddar, and sour cream stuffed jalapenos wrapped in a homemade dough. Great. So I'm happy with those. I want a little more color with them, but they're mummies. They're not supposed to be brown. They're supposed to be sort of white, so we're definitely cooked through. It looks gorgeous as far as the cook on the cheese. On this, I have tomato that I could put on this. The reason I do this is I put my knife in all of my photos because my name is right there. It makes it a lot easier. Don't throw watermarks or anything in them. My knife's got my name on it. Makes life a lot easier that way. But this, I think, wraps up our plans for this evening. Camera stopped following me. I got photos. Photos will be going up in Discord and all those good places here shortly after. If SprinkleBot is cooperating, hopefully it's cooperating. Little bit of an issue starting up in stream. Hopefully we'll have an analysis right after stream. Hopefully we'll have recipes right after stream. Hopefully we'll have the website updated right after stream. Greatly appreciate all of you hanging out with me tonight. Let's see who's out there tonight. Why don't we go watch some pottery being made? Oh no, they're in an AFK. I'm doing it anyways. Hopefully they're not still in a raid, or still in an AFK by the time we get there. I'm going to send all of you lovely folks to go hang out with Merrimack Mud Company. They were doing chip bowls, dip bowls, and that sort of stuff, at least according to their stream title. They're a regular mud bender on here on Twitch. And I hope you enjoy hanging out with them. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. As I said earlier, we're going to be back here on Wednesday doing Granny Smith ingredient challenge. What have we got for Friday and other things coming up here on the calendar? We've got Friday, we got Halloween. So I'm going to be cooking Halloween-themed pizzas in costume. And then Sunday we've got vegetarian cottage pie. Thank you so much for the raids. Thank you for joining me tonight. Let's go say hi to Merrimack Mud Company. Good night.